Dota in 2018, I'll be honest. This game is just developing, it's evolving. I really have to be a part of Dota in 2018, I'll be honest. This game is just developing, it's evolving. It's like some kind of bacteria. People are figuring out how to make the game annoying as fuck constantly. I really have to be a part of Dota in 2018, I'll be honest. This game is just developing, it's evolving. It's like some kind of bacteria. People are figuring out how to make the game annoying as fuck constantly.
12월 달력을 넘길 때마다 시작되는 그 알 수 없는 허전함은 모른 척을 해봐도 밀려올 때마다 착해도 태어난 척해도 태어나지 않는 거야. 하지만 네가 있는 이번이 겨울은 따르잖아. 울리는 캐롤 날 울리지를 않아. Thank you, thank you so much. 이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아. 내리는 흰눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아. 이제는 내 크리스마스도 메리야. New Year는 happy야. 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니 Jingle bells ring 울려 퍼지는 잔소리들이 어쩜 이렇게 다르게 들릴 수가 있는지. 내 손을 잡고 거니는 거리의 불빛들까지도 모두 다르잖아. 너무 예쁘잖아. 미쳤나봐. 네가 내 곁에 있는 이번이 겨울은 따르잖아. 울리는 캐롤 날 울리지를 않아. 이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아. 내리는 흰눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아. 이제는 내 크리스마스도 메리야. New Year는 happy야. 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니 Already it's now. 실컷 내려도 돼 이번 겨울에는. 12월 마지막 달력이 그냥 달려가 버리길 바라던 나. 도시를 채우는 마법을 피해 도망갈 방법이 있다면 다 해보고 싶어서 다 해봤지. 눈과 귀를 다 가려봤지. 그런 네가 불쌍했는지 하늘이 날 보내줬지. 이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아. 내리는 흰눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아. 이제는 내 크리스마스도 메리야. 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니 Thank you Santa Claus. Trying to let you know. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. I must let you know. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. I must let you know. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. 근데 전혀 안 통해. 눈빛을 보내, 눈치를 주네. 근데 못 알아듣네. 답답해서 미치겠다. 정말 왜 그런지 모르겠다. 정말 다시 한번 일을 냈어. 사인을 보내, 시그널 보내. 눈짓도 손짓도 어떤 표정도 소용이 없네. 하나도 안 통해. 눈치도 눈치도 전혀 없나봐. 더 이상 어떻게 내 맘을 표현해. 언제부터 나는 네가 좋아. 지기 싫다면서 바보야. 왜 이렇게 또 내 맘을 몰라. 언제까지
First blood. It shall be. Road to oblivion.
혼자 있을 때 훅 들어와 정신없이 날 흔들어놔 지금 일단 널 위한 쇼타임 Making your 생생 올리면 매일 찾아와 줄래 지도 맞출래 돌아간 잠 들어버릴 거려
I go.
Come in, come in, come in baby take my hand 아니야 네게 두드려줘 세게 쿵쿵 다시 한번
Time to fight. My path unspooled.
이 시간이 지나면 굳어있던 내 마음이 내 마음이 아이스크림처럼 녹아버릴 테니까
The march of time. Primal shard. Time's up. I'm here. Dark portions ahead. Road to oblivion. I'm here. Time flows. Your end comes. A path foreseen.
이러지도 못하는데
Feel my
잘하지도
mace.
못하네 그저 바라보며 baby baby 내 상태만의 이름과
Face
말은
forward.
안내 baby 아직 그리 모르는 사이인데 아무거나 걸쳐도
Road to oblivion.
아름다워 거울 속 팬들이 있어하는 패션 쇼 이건
foreseen.
내가 먼저 터 하진 분인걸 매번 하진
My path unspooled. I go. Dark portents ahead. Face forward. Inexorable. It must be. It was not meant. facade.
매번 펴질 뿐인 거야. 있으면 다
The march of time.
어쩌면 내 맘인데 왜 맘대로 할 수 없는 건데.
Time flows.
밀어내려고 하면 할수록 자꾸 끌려왜 자꾸 끌려왜. I'm like TT, just like TT. 이런 내만 모르고 너무해
is
너무해. I'm like TT, just like TT. Tell me to be my baby.
Max is curious. Where did your face go?
Dark portents ahead. Long and bold. Foreseen is formed to act.
날리는 벨벨벨 이젠 나를 배려 해줘. 배터리 낭비하기는 싫어. 자꾸만 봐 자꾸만 봐. 전화가 펑 터질 것만 같아. 몰라 숨도 못 쉰대. 나 때문에 힘들어. 심장이 떨어지네. 왜 그렇게 말은 안 너무 예쁘대. 사랑하는 건 아니까. 약간은 못 받아서 미안해. 친구를 만나느라 샤샤샤. 만나긴 좀 그렇고 미안해. 좀 이따 연락할게. 이러지 마. 연락하지 않아. 부르게 해줄게 baby. 아직은 좀 일러. 내 맘 듣긴 일러. 하지만 너무 약해.
Time's up.
Try to baby. 좀 더 힘을 내. 여다가 싶은 마음을 주면 안 돼. 그래야 네가 날 더 좋아하게 될 거야. 태연하게
The march
연기할래.
of time.
무섭지 않게. 내가 널 좋아하는 맘 모르게.
Face forward.
안절부절 목소리가 여기까지 들려. 땀에 젖은 전화기가 여기서도 보여. 바로바로 대답하는 것도 매력 없어. 메시지만 읽고 확인 안 하는 건 기본. 너무 심이 나보. 이러다가 지칠까봐 걱정되긴 하고. 안 그렇게 가고 빠질 것만 같아. 빠질 것만 같아. 잘못해줬어 미안해. 친구를 만나느라 샤샤샤. 만나기 좀 그렇고 미안해. 좀 이따 연락할게 later. 저러지 마. 어디 가지 않아. 헤어질게 너의 baby. 너무 빨리 싫어. 성의를 더 보여. 내가 날 기다려줄게. Try to baby. 좀 더 힘을 내. 여다가 쉽게 마음을 주면 안 돼. 그래야 네가 날 더 좋아하게 될 거야. 태연하게 연기할래. 아무렇지 않게. 내가 널 좋아하는 맘 모르게. Just get together and then we'll return. 내가 네가 좋아.
So it must
상처
be.
입을까 봐. 걱정되지
Time
마.
quickens.
여자니까
It shall be.
이해해주길. 속마음 들킬까봐 고민아. 지금처럼 먼저 다가와. 그리워라는 얘기 나눠. Just get together and then we'll return.
Inexorable.
Real men, gotta see you on the line.
I go.
Real men, gotta see you on the line. Real men.
Time flows.
baby. 좀 더 힘을 내. 여다가 쉽게 마음을 주면 안 돼. 그래야
foreseen.
네가 날 더 좋아하게 될 거야. 태연하게 연기할래. 아무렇지 않게.
My path
내가 널
unspooled.
좋아하는 맘 모르게. Just get together and then we'll return.
The march of time. Face forward. Dark portents ahead. Out of time. My path unspooled. I'm here.
매일 가면 안 되죠. 내가 너무 예쁘죠. 나 때문에 다 힘들죠.
Time to
어디
fight.
가고 있어도 빨간 바닥인 거죠. 레드 카펫 같은 기분 모두
portents ahead.
어머님이 누구냐고 신선하게 털어도 아무
Road
느낌이 안
living.
들죠. 누군가도
My control improves.
하고 싶어 baby. 잘 들어요 단 한 번도 느껴본 적 없는 걸 알게 해주는 얼마가 돼도 기다리고 싶어. I just 같지 않은 여자 그게 나인걸
I'm here. Gold is forever. Time flows.
처음엔 아무것도 없었는데 매일 제가 되면서
My path unspoken.
가끔 밤이 나를 바라볼 때면 어색해질까봐 괜히 단청만 부려서 네가 나를 좋아하는 것 다 알아 근데 그거 알아 너보다 내가 너를 좀 더 좋아하는 것 같아 I mean 내 맘이 너보다 앞서가 Oh no oh no oh no 항상 늘 이렇게 곁에 내 옆에 있어줄래 조금이면 뭐 어때 나 이렇게 기다릴게 풍선처럼 커진 맘이 펑펑 커지진 않을까 내 맘이 자꾸만 그래 내 보면 막 그래 웃기고 거북이처럼 요즘 따라 난
Primal
너를
shock.
보여 한 번씩 연락 없으면 괜시리 서운해
Time to fight.
혹시 내가 너무 앞섰던 걸까
A timely increase in my path unspools.
두종을 뿌려 네가 나를 좋아하는 것 다 알아 근데
Face your doom.
너보다 내가 너를 좀 더 좋아하는 것 같아 I mean 내 맘이 너보다
Road to
앞서가
oblivion.
Oh no oh no oh no
Time is money.
늘 이렇게 곁에 내 옆에
The march of
있어줄래
time.
조금이면 뭐 어때 나 이렇게 기다릴게 풍선처럼 커진 맘이 펑펑 커지진 않을까 내 맘이 자꾸만 그래 내 보면 막 그래
My foresight. Time flows.
늘 이렇게 곁에 내 옆에 있어줄래 조금이면 뭐 어때 나 이렇게 기다릴게
Inexorable.
풍선처럼 커진 맘이 펑펑 커지진 않을까 내 맘이 자꾸만 그래 내 보면 막 그래
Dark portents ahead.
항상 내 맘이 앞서
It shall be.
토끼와 거북이처럼
I go. My path unspools. Nice. The march of time.
5-star? Chocolatey, chewy, crunchy. Cadbury 5-star.
Yes.
Lose yourself in the taste. Cadbury 5-star.
Must be. Dark portents ahead.
매일 지하와 속에서 나 집 속에서 나 거울 속
foreseen. It shall be. Foreseen is forearmed. Dark portents ahead. Dark portents ahead. Time flows. Carnage. Inexorable. Gotcha. Come to act. A path foreseen. Face forward. Exactly. Lost. As foretold. I go. The march of time. It shall be. I'm here. Feel my invisibility.
Apabila kita bangkit setiap hari, mengharungi kedinginan, membuat pelbagai persiapan.
Yes.
Tidak kira siapa, setiap seorang bersedia
Your pain and history.
meninggalkan keselesaan rumah dan keluarga.
My path on spools.
Ini kerana kita memiliki harapan untuk melihat hari ini lebih bermakna dari sebelumnya. Setiap langkah anda adalah langkah untuk negara. Maju setapak demi setapak, mencapai kemajuan serta kemakmuran. Hebatnya sebuah negara bukannya kerana individu, tetapi kerana sokongan rakyat yang padu. Walaupun sukar, sedikit demi sedikit, setiap wawasan menjadi pasti. Bukan sahaja untuk kita, tetapi generasi seterusnya. Kerana anda tidak keseorangan. Setiap langkah anda berteman. Kerana setiap impian kehidupan anda adalah impian kita semua.
It shall be. Inexorable. My path on spools. I'm here. The march of time. Road to oblivion. A path foreseen. Time flows.
신경 쓰지 마. 내 목소리에 집중해. 상황은 좀 달라져. 주위를 맴도는 내가 궁금해. 너도 알게 될 거야. 알 거야. 믿음도 버렸단
Face your doom.
사실게나 자신 있어 나. 지식이하진 않아. 벌써 반쯤은 넘어왔잖아. 홀리는 날 따라와. 모두 한올해. 너도 왜 어떻게도 난 너무 쉽게 놓지 마. 재미없잖아. 거기서 날 넘겨볼까. 시작할게 bad boy down. 혼란스러워지겠지. 상상조차 못할 거야. 헤어나려 노력해도 어떤 작은 틈도 없어. 정답은 정해져 있어. 자연스럽게 난 따라와. 난 날 선택했어. 이미 날 따라와. 모두 한올해. 말했지. 괜한 생각 다. 내가 또 이겼어. 너무 쉽게 놓지 마. 재미없잖아. 이제 넌 원할 수 없어. 내게 쉽지 bad boy down.
To oblivion. It shall be. Dark portents ahead.
It's under attack. Dire structures
I go.
are fortified.
Face forward. So it must be.
The enemy's bottom tower is fallen. Some towers.
Time quickens. Time flows. Road to oblivion. I'm here.
해봤냐
A path foreseen. My path unspooled. It shall be. I go. Dark portents ahead. Face forward.
Raya di bella. 친구 모두 소리쳐놔 정말 문제야
My path unspoons. Foreseen is far.
It's been fortificated. Don't waste your time.
Road to oblivion.
Tower's under attack, son. Ah, that's a size.
The march of time. Foreseen is far.
Bigger, boo, bigger,
Dark portents ahead.
bigger, boo.
I'm here. Gold is forever.
Your top tower is under attack.
I go.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
A path foreseen. Road to oblivion. Time flies. Inexorable. Face forward. Yes.
Perlahan nyentuh jantung.
I go. My powers grow. It shall be here. Portents ahead. Path unspoons.
찾아봐 baby 내가 제일 좋아하는 건 여름그만 야단 느낌을 안에 들고 싶고 뜨거운 여름밤에 바람은 불고 너무 쉽게 사랑 빠져버린 19 우린 제발 어울리고 또 먹자 좋아 저 눈에 반해버린
The march of time.
네가 자꾸만 생각나
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Dark portents ahead.
궁금해하네 깨물면 점점 녹아든 스트로베리 그만 그렇게 미쳐 찾아봐 baby 내가 제일 좋아하는 건 여름그만 일곱 개의 무지개 핀 문을 열어 어린 아이스크림 같이 이러다 녹을지 몰라 그러니만 해 그러니만 해 너의 색깔로 날 물들여 번지다
Control improves. Face forward. My path unspools. It shall be. The march of time. Time's up. Yes. Attack.
Abba taught me that it's not how much we have, but how much we give that makes us rich. Now, it's my turn to give back. Savor priceless moments with KFC Bucket Berbaloy. Now with 6 pieces of nuggets, because family moments are worth it.
난 너에게서 헤어날 수 없나 봐. 미워도 싫지가 않잖아. 저 언니처럼 되고 싶은데 넌 자꾸 나를 귀엽다고 하는 걸까 왜?
My path unspools. Out of time. It shall be. I go.
不要急，慢慢来，什么事情都是从最简单的开始。
As photo.
轻轻敲这里就可以了。 我希望能一直在你身边守护着你。不要急， 急，一步一步来，自然会有答案。
我找到答案了。
我希望你能找到你想要的答案。
Face the future. It's not time to suffer the ravages of time. Yes. A path foreseen. Foreseen is forearmed. Inexorable. Yes.
你一直都留着孩子的心动。哎，过去来着。在他们身上，我看到了你。
Road to oblivion. Dark portents ahead. A path foreseen. No.
回到尾机，把门关好，进去。进去啊！
Final shot. It must be. Foreseen is forearmed. Face forward.
而你也一直在我的心里。
Foreseen is forearmed. Dark portents ahead. A path foreseen. Road to oblivion. March of time. Foreseen is forearmed.
Charlotte's fallen to the dark.
안에 녹아내리는 줄 잔뜩 넣은 내 입안이 녹아내리는 줄 Baby boy 다른 남자들은 아무것도 몰라 You be so fine 안 튀는 옷만 골라 Never get me wrong my blue have no 관심 있다 back 지금 월화부터 수요까지 man I wanna pass 날 보는 이 시선에 say goodbye 기분 좋은 느낌이야 너와 눈이 마주치는 순간 Give me that, 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 give me that 어서요 ice cream cake 오직 날 기다리며 촛불을 켜줄게 Ice cream cake 녹아버리기 전에 내게 입는 찾아야 It's so tasty Come and chase me 네 입술이 달콤하게 녹아요 나는 눈을 감아요
Triple kill!
Face forward. Left to the face.
You now have mega creeps.
Primo, make every day awesome.
Sometimes you gotta be bold. Just rock the world. Booyah! La 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 la. La 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 la. Are you happy? 공비는 고와 불굴한 기분 change up. 힘을 내려고 이제 wind up. 한 방에 멋진 일이 가득 straight up. 넌 내리다 style up. 기분 업되는 일에 집중. 내가 행복하게 사는 비결을 좀 말해볼까? 아침에 난 잠이 깨 엄마께 사랑한다고 말해.
dead? I missed it. Oh, did they ban? Wait, did they ban the Tide? Yeah, they banned the Tide. Okay. So, TNC, not a whole lot of team fight this time around. Very pick-off oriented. Fnatic, definitely with that team fight superiority with the Sand King and the Warlock. These drafts both feel fairly even to me. I still don't really love the Darkseer, but if they can make it work in the laning stage with the SK Darkseer, then they're probably looking okay. And yeah, Warlock PL should probably do alright against the Bat. As always, a lot of this is going to come down to the support rotations. If Tims and Cuckoo actually pick up a couple of kills at bottom and they break up that Fnatic dual lane, then I think they're going to take over this game, because the Darkseer has to have a decent start. They need to get the Sand King off to a decent start as well, because they're going to need to get that initiation item online. Like, Darkseer is... he's going to be strong in teamfights, but his strength in teamfights depends on the Sand King's ability to follow up on the vacuum. Vacuum wall with no burst strike, Vacuum wall with the burst strike, now you're talking. Now you're cooking with gas. So I'm gonna have to try and make sure that that off lane goes well. They've been pretty successful in, or Universe has been pretty successful in these last couple of games. Did well in the Beastmaster. Have to try and help Universe a little bit more. So let's get going. Game 3. We've got at least one more game after this. So tons of great Dota on tonight for the SEA region. Sam H. Bat, Tim's Dark Willow, Armel on the Tiny, Cuckoo on the Rubik, Raven on the Jug. Some nice dynamic heroes this game. Nobody's really on nobody's on Viper. You know, Dragon Knight may be the most boring hero that we've got in this game. So, and even then, Abed's surely gonna make some plays. Both teams smoking out, it looks like, trying to get some wards down early. Fnatic are relatively fond of this ward, so Cuckoo already popping down a sentry, though he just opted to put the ward a little bit higher up on the cliff. They're going on Tims. He's actually in a little bit of trouble. Getting ticked down. Envy with another lance soon, but Tims gets up the cliff. And looks like he'll be okay. Does have double mango, so might not even need to go back to base. Did he get a ward down? Looks like he wanted to, but got scared off. Probably would have liked to have blocked the small camp if he could have got there without being spotted, but instead. Interesting that they're choosing to put the Dark Willow down here in the off lane and just leaving the two heroes for TNC to try and contest this. Who's going to grab the bounty? Looks like it might be Raven. Yeah, they get the lift up onto DJ. He's going to have another burst strike in a couple of seconds. The Raven's in trouble. He's getting body blocked. This could be your first blood here for Fnatic. Raven doesn't have anywhere to go. One more touch is going to do it. I said the Universe needed to have a good start, and what better start could you have than grabbing that first blood? Immediately pops the clarity, and well, Raven does TP in, but that does not bode well for TNC. Tims is running around up here, but he is being scouted all the while by this Radiant Ob, so we'll be able to come over here and de-ward it quickly, but yeah, Fnatic. This dual lane is scary. Not a whole lot of teams believing in the Darkseer at the moment. Pala died doing a bit of zoning onto Sam H. They know that Envy doesn't have Doppelganger. He's got the Lance, so they're just gonna stick up Pala die, and he is gonna TP right on over to the tower. He's gonna be A-okay. One of the nice things about Warlock, doesn't really need to hold up his TP to help anybody here. He does need to let those sticky stacks reset, though. He actually wanted to get to the side shop to grab his stick. So, all right, they're gonna have some more sustain with the Shadow Word. I think this lane will actually go okay. Mid lane, this is a boring matchup. Let's just keep eyes top. See what DJ and Universe are getting up to. DJ actually dodging experience so that Universe can get that level 3 Ion Shell, just that little bit, level 2 Ion Shell at level 3. Just that little bit more quickly. And also looking to run a side pull now. Is he gonna get it? Cuckoo wants to try and steal the aggro. No, but looks like they've got it successfully, and they're gonna surge DJ forward. Lift back onto the low ground. That's the end of that. And Cuckoo does still manage to aggro a good chunk of the wave. So not too much of it gonna get dragged over into that creep camp. Oh, alright. Armel does have 2 points up in the tree grab, so looks like that's his decision in terms of how to play this lane up against the Dragon Knight. I don't know if he'll go for more than 2 points. most of the Tiny that we've seen Fnatic run has been on the safe lane. Yeah, Cuckoo knows that he's in big trouble. DJ getting searched forward on top of him, still hanging on to this Burrow Strike. Burrow's through now. Universe kind of closing the gap. And Cuckoo just going to go for the TP. Actually just TPing to the tier 2. So we got some position 5 heroes being pressured. We got a couple of annoying dual lanes, but Raven farming much better than Envy given the pressure. This Sam H Batrider is such a nuisance. Fnatic probably, I don't know if they're regretting not banning it. They probably knew what they were doing. But Sam H with this kind of a start. I think there's only got 4 CS. They're shutting down Envy's farm, but he's not really farming very much himself. Another Burrow Strike up top. Cuckoo gets the lift back. Lifts him forward into the tower, though, and they're going to keep the Ion Shell on top of him. He was hoping that Raven might be able to find some kind of a turnaround. But that's just Universe picking up another kill and then scooching back. He's already got his Soul Ring. We've seen Darkseer in the offlane kind of struggle to get started a little bit, but with all this help from DJ, doing just fine. So I guess the question now becomes, is it worth it to let Universe get all of the farm that he's getting if you're shutting down Envy? It's hard to say. I know Fnatic do also have kind of a secondary carry in the Dragon Knight to fall back on. A little bit weaker in the carry department since he lost the combination attack speed plus damage talents, but still certainly good. You can see getting some little side pulls here. And they are getting lots of levels on this Dark Willow. That's the other consequence of running this dual lane. Spin already used by Raven. Fnatic, this might be a little bit of a dive too far. They just want to put some pressure on him. We're not quite up to Shrine time just yet. Mid lane is neck and neck, 20-5 against 20-2. Why am I even looking at this? This is... So long as the supports aren't rotating, that lane's not going to be anything interesting. Pilot Eye getting stunned up, but it's only 1 stack of Sticky, and Sam H is low on mana, so... Not willing to go for that dive, and he just goes and grabs the bounty runes for himself. Really feeling the squeeze in this lane. Universe is just going to be going for a Dominator. Very standard build. Abe with DD. Has a little play around with Armel, but they're just going to go back to hitting creeps. And that's kind of what everybody is doing so far in this early game. Cuckoo doing his best to run some pulls. DJ going to get surged forward once again. But, alright. I'm not going to go for anything. Cuckoo just trying to cancel some clarities, get a little bit more value harassment in. They're going to force the doppelgang here, or they're just going to let it pop. Envy knows that he's got heals. Actually, going back in now. I've been taking more damage, but does have 3 points in the Breathe Fire. Looks like he's not anticipating that there's going to be any kind of successful rotation to kill this Tiny anytime. And I think that's probably right. Even if they bring the Warlock and the Sand King, I think he probably survives. This guy's just so goddamn tanky. 1400 HP. Raven's still farming nicely, given the laning situation. We now have Sam H a little bit ahead of Envy in terms of CS. This lane getting pushed in constantly. It feels like Envy's not really at risk of dying, but he's also just under so much pressure. And now Tim's is going to head over towards the mid lane. I think they would need a toss back to get this kill on the Dragon Knight, but they could also get a lift to drag him away. Pilot Eye coming in here. They try for the toss back. It's not going to be successful. The Bond's doing a little bit of damage. Cuckoo also going to come in and say hello since he's already TP'd in, but looks like nothing really going to end up happening. Just Tim's popping down a ward, and Abed finds himself a lucky regen rune. So who does the static laning stage benefit? Raven has spin, doesn't want to use it. Burrow Strike going to be coming off cooldown relatively soon. The Hellbear Smash is still giving chase. TP now comes in from Tim, so looking over towards Universe, but he is a very difficult kill. And DJ's actually still just diving. They've got the clap. Can they just burn him down with the Ion Shell? Tim's is trapped. He pops the wand charges. Had a fairly stacked wand. It looks like DJ might actually be the one in trouble. He couldn't click on Tim's to check how many charges he had. Might still end up dying to the Hellbear Smasher, though. There's one more Thunderclap. Tim's is dead. Oh, still juking. No, Universe micros it out. Doesn't even need to move his hero. We'll end up turning it into a 1-for-1. I don't know if he got the experience for that kill. He did. Oh yeah, of course. Because he was the there. And he got the last hit. Dragon Tail just to get the deny. Alright. Abed making the cutesy plays. EJ rotating around. Looking for another dive on this tower. Pilot Eye also up here. Raven does have the level 6. A little bit low on the mana for both the Omni Slash and the Blade Fury, but he does have the wand. More harass onto Armel. He's coming in though. Abed has to be a little bit careful. It's gonna be super obvious if Armel just charges at him though. So you gotta be careful about what they do. Oh, and Cuckoo actually manages to snag himself a nice fat Helm of the Dominator last hit there. Couple of wards. No, that's such support life. It's your second CS. It's 125 gold. You're feeling good. Better buy some wards. No arcane boot aspirations. No wand. Just gotta do the right thing for the team. DJ's up on the high ground. 3-on-3 on the mid lane. Who will they catch first? They run straight up. DJ still with the Sandstorm. Still with the Burrow Strike. Abed chasing. Him's over in the trees. Armel getting slowed down. Won't really be able to come over here and help, but Cuckoo just a little bit too tanky. Just some damage being traded around the place. What's going on over here? And are you just dead to Sam H? Hello? Why are you going for runes? Alright. I don't know what that was, but sure. He was just completely caught out in no man's land. Popped the doppelganger once, it looks like. And then got run down. There wasn't even a lasso. It was just, hey, I'm Fireflied. And I guess Envy's TP was also on cooldown. Looks like he maybe used it a little bit earlier to come over here and shrine and then got caught. Something like that. But now he has to wait a little bit before he can head back down bottom. And Sam H already in 900 gold towards whatever that first item for him is going to be. I would guess just the Blink Dagger first. He is pretty much the sole initiator for his team, so Blink seems like a sensible. Fnatic don't have an insane amount of counter initiation against the Blink class. So I mean, there's the Chaotic Offering or a Blink Burrow, but those are both fairly hefty commitments. Top tower is taking a lot of damage. Satyr Banisher is up here. Raven does have a spin TP. So I doubt he dies, but they're really just trying to force him back. And he didn't even... Yeah. Hasn't even used the Omni Slash yet. There's no real opportunity. Especially with that Dominated creep floating around. This thing's got 1500 health. But what do? They're going on Envy again. Doppelganger coming off cooldown in 1 second's time. They don't have the lasso. They're bouncing him around. He should be able to survive this, I think. Still has some wand charges. Tames might try and snipe him down with the Shadow Realm. Pi also here with the heals, and DJ now arriving. Sam H going to try and escape over the trees. But he's actually willing to keep on fighting. This Firefly's still going to last a little bit longer. Has a couple of wand charges and the mango if he needs the mana. And he's going to be able to go and grab a couple of runes. Actually, over at mid, Abed getting spun down. Raven making the rotation. Looks like they won't even need the Omni for this. The Blade Fury damage and one more swipe is enough. Nice rotation from TNC. Getting something, at least, out of losing their top tier 1 tower. Universe is the most farmed hero in the game, though. So I'm going to be going straight Dominator into a pipe. Yeah, pretty solid pipe game. Envy's still struggling. Doesn't even have his Ring of Aquila just yet. And Samich going to say hello. Got that haste turn. Pilot Eye going to do his best with the heal. Got the Doppelganger. Does he run forward into the Bramble? He does not. Sam H still staying on top of him, but he's taking some damage. Should be able to find an opportunity to salve up before too long. Envy just trying to run around in circles, avoiding the Batrider, but there's no escape really. Abed comes in now though. Cuckoo almost dead. Envy drops. And they actually finish chasing this kill. Nice flame break and knock him back a little bit. 3, 2, 1 on the Breathe Fire. Cuckoo dead to that. So it ends up being a 1-for-1. Mid tower taking a fair chunk of damage as well. DJ comes in to defend. Yeah, Envy is definitely on struggle street. And here's the other thing. I worry about the playmaking potential of the Darkseer. He's farmed, sure. But his plan now is he's going to sit up here. He's got this ward to protect him. And now he's just going to farm. He's doing economic damage. But whether or not he's going to find any kills is another matter. It is annoying though for TNC since they haven't managed to take this tier 1 tower themselves. So Fnatic should be building up a net worth lead in the next couple of minutes. DJ even kind of preparing for this, going for that build that we saw him go for in the previous game, picking up the 2 points in the Sandstorm. So I imagine the idea is that Universe is taking some of this farm, and then the Tri-Camp kind of belongs to DJ so that he can get his blink. Armo getting active early. Doesn't have the Shadow Blade or the blink yet. They are hunting for a kill. Tim's no level 6. How many points do they have up in the combo? 7 out of 8. Universe actually breaks the smoke from behind, and it looks like TNC haven't realized what's going on. They spot him now, but I think Universe is way too tanky, and DJ's also coming in to help out. Universe gonna pop that hood, still surviving. Nice burst strike through onto 2 from DJ. Universe taking damage, looks for the turnaround, gets the vacuum back. Who else is coming in? It's Raven with the heal. Cuckoo arrives with the stolen breeze fire. They will finally bring down Universe. They've got the terrorize, sending Abed scattering. DJ with that arcane rune wants to go back in, but it will just end up being a 1-for-0. Sam H still not willing to let Envy have any breathing room down here. He has to be careful about how he times this. There is a lasso. Sam H is just going to go for the kill. He's also got the flame break. Envy doppels out, but still getting stuck up, and he's solo killed. All right, over at mid lane. Armel in the midst of things, but he gets a toss back onto Abed straight into the Bedlam. He's isolated. Cuckoo doesn't have anything off cooldown. He's got the mana, but not... At least he got the cooldown, but not the mana for anything. Armel still being chased. Avalanche to open up space, but now the Hellburst Smash is coming forward. DJ, super long-range burst strike, as they will finish that kill. And Fnatic will also grab themselves a tier 1 tower. So we've got the 4v4 game of Dota happening on the top side of the map. We've got the 1v1 that Envy is currently losing down on the bottom side. Sam H even feeling confident to just grab himself a drum after the start that he's had. We have 2 insanely farmed offlaners in this game. Only 500 gold for DJ towards his blink, that even with those 2 tier 1 towers taken down, I don't think he's actually managed to sit in... No, he hasn't actually hit too many creeps. Just 10 CS to his name, but has been making those successful rotations around with the burst strike. Armel getting run at. Surge forward, they get the Dragon Tail off. There's a little bit of help coming around the corner. Do they have the Terrorize? No, it's on cooldown in the Bramble Maze. Helping out. Armel's still pretty tanky. They're going to drop the Chaotic Offering. Cuckoo steals the Vacuum, drags everybody together. They've actually got the stun follow-up as well. Tim's now finally has the Terrorize back off cooldown. Sam H is trapped. He's fairly tanky, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. That drum will end up saving him, and they lose DJ as that toss finishes him down on the low ground. I think they just lobbed that Mud Golem at him. Yeah. So this game's getting real weird. Raven just picked up a Yasha. He's farming his way towards Battle Fury now. Abed did go for a hood. I guess he doesn't want to risk dying to any tiny combos or anything, but that is going to slow down his Shadow Blade a bit. So the playmaking potential for Fnatic still pretty much completely rests on DJ's shoulders, linking up with this Darkseer. It kind of sucks because I don't think Fnatic are in any position to 5-man, which is kind of what a Darkseer with this level of farm wants to do. He wants to be like, all right, team, I got 2 big aura items. I think we can win team fights. Let's just go do stuff. But not so easy, really. He's got 2 cores who just kind of want to keep on farming. Raven comes in here and will scare the bejeebus out of Envy. He is very afraid. I don't know why he has a second Ringer protection. Anywho. Alright, another Dragon Form pop, another tier 1 tower being threatened. Tim's gonna throw some spells at Abed, but there's not too much weight behind this. Universe is there with the pipe. He's also got his own hood. This Dragon Knight has an insane amount of EHP. And Fnatic might even go for 2 if TNC don't give enough respect to this. Cuckoo, what can he steal? He's still got the Vacuum. Not too useful. One more attack from Abed should be his undoing. They're going to commit the Dragon Tail just to make sure of it. It does end up being a tier 1 for tier 1 trade, as TNC on the other side of the map are going to take out that top tier 1 tower. And Universe surges himself back into a slightly better position. Raven's going to go on to the tier 2. Looks like it might just end up being towers traded. Tiny's TPing. Also have Envy TPing up. I don't know how much you can really threaten Raven, though. We will just spin TP, keep the farming efficiency going. If there's one thing to say for Raven as a player, is he's a very efficient carry and very efficient farmer. DJ gonna be pretty happy with this wave. Should he get most of it? Yes. Oh, get that range creep. Yep. Almost got everything. Missed 2 creeps. Not a huge deal. Armel looks like he is going for an Echo Saber. And TNC thinking about pushing bottom. It's a little bit of a commitment with no tier 1 down here that their Juggernaut can join them to. And he just TP out as well. So anything that they do down here can only be 4 heroes at best. There is the blink up on Sam H. I don't know if this has been revealed just yet, but the smoke coming in from Fnatic. They look towards to will be able to get into the Shadow Realm and escape a little bit further back. Yeah, Fnatic looks like they're not going to get anything out of this, but they are creating some space for Envy. He's going to be the one to go and take up that mantle on top. He's got a bunch of space to farm over here. He's finally got his Diffusal Blade completed, and he has slowly been working his way up the net worth ranks. And this is definitely a game where the Phantom Lancer is going to become difficult to deal with. Unless they can get the lasso on him, it seems very unlikely that they kill him. Though they do have the Terrorize, which is very useful. Bomb it on all of the illusions, and then a bunch of them will fade. You can AoE a little bit to identify the real one, and they do have single target lockdown from there. Tim's even has himself a Veil of Discord. So the damage output from TNC is quite scary. They got the Veil, they got the Null Fields, tiny combo. Can't underestimate the amount of damage the Batrider can do in this situation. TNC maybe learning from some of those previous games. I don't even know if they would have had time to check the replays, but making sure to smoke on top of a Sentry Ward this time around. There's the Chaotic Offering ready. High reminding us of that. TNC were hoping to find Envy, but he's just up in the trees. While Fnatic are sticking together and farming elsewhere. TNC might just end up backdooring this tier 1 tower. They need to be careful. They're scanning up, hoping to find someone over here. They're really keen to use the Blink Lasso, the double damage, and the Omni Slash. What can they find? They're right on top of the shrine. Are they going to pop Universe? No, they're going for Abed first. The Chaotic Offering is ready. They drag him back a little bit, but TNC may be deciding that they don't actually want this fight. Sam H going to try for the TP out. He gets vacuum canceled and looks like they are just going to leave him for dead. On the other side, Abed still chasing forward. DJ tries to get the Burrow Strike onto Tim's. Won't be able to. Cuckoo with the Burrow Strike up onto the high ground, but the Chaotic Offering is perfect from Pi. Cancels both of those support TPs, and TNC, this was a rotation too far. They do end up getting that tier 1 tower over at mid, but DJ's chasing forward. Gets the Burrow Strike out, and looking like Tim's, oh, he might actually be okay. He's ticking down, he's ticking down. The Shadow Word is not quite enough. He's Fatal Bonds, but I don't think anybody else is alive that he's stuck to. Oh, well, DJ with the Surge. Still chases it down, and that is now going to be his Blink Dagger completed. Oh. It was the right idea for TNC, but just such an unfortunate place to run into Fnatic. If they run into them on the low ground, away from the shrine, and they're not all stacked up as 3 heroes, I think that fight goes just fine. But Raven sees that lasso and is like, nah, I'm not committing. The shrine's gonna get popped. My Omni Slash is gonna get split. So unfortunately, that is a missed rotation out of the Blink Dagger reveal for Sam H. And Envy's still farming. Just gonna be going for the SNY. I don't know if he gets some BKB after that, or maybe just continues to tank up. Maybe a harder Ascati. Is he trying for a little bit of dewarding? Does Raven have his... doesn't have his Battle Fury just yet either. And Fnatic now sitting on a little... Well, I mean, just because of that fight, they're now sitting on a 2k net worth lead. They were behind a little bit in terms of experience. They've been playing a bit more 5-man than TNC have. And TNC are undeterred. This is their signature move. They're going to keep on going for these smokes. They're going to keep on looking for the kills. But they're going to jump on. Universe is so goddamn tanky with the Vanguard. If they could find Envy, though, that would be great. They need to keep him chain locked down. It should be able to. The Avatar's combination. Armel splitting it up just to make sure that he can't get the Doppelganger off. They get the Vacuum Wall into the Burrow Strike. The Burrow Strike stolen by Cuckoo, though. He's going to look for the turnaround. And they've also got the Terrorize. Sam H surviving. They're now running for it. The Bedlam not really doing anything. TNC just looking to disengage. Sam H should be able to get the blink off soon. Nice team play as Cuckoo goes for the lift up. He will be able to Burrow Strike his way up onto the high ground. He's still stunned, though, by DJ. It will continue pursuit. Abed also close behind, but they don't know... Well, they do actually know where the rest of TNC are, and they're going to back it off. Instead, they want Armel, who is in big trouble. TNC coming over to try and bail him out as quickly as they possibly can. He's fairly tanky. There's the Brambles down. He gets the stun onto 2. He tosses Universe back. He's tanky, but I don't think he's tanky enough. He's caught with the Curse Crown, spun down. Abed now lifted. Fnatic's turn to feed one by one by one. He will get the Shadow Blade out. Do they not have any detection? They got nothing. Oh, Highlight Eye dying up on the high ground. Sam H chasing him down. Okay. It looked not so great when the Tiny got caught, but with no Phantom Lancer, they don't actually have that much damage. How much magic resist does Tiny have at this point? 10.4%. He doesn't even have any magic resist items. He just straight up has 10.4% magic resist from his strength. There you go. I mean, I guess technically Echo Saber and Strength Treads are both magic resist items at this point, but Armel surviving for ages and just so difficult to go on. And even Universe with all of his kind of tanky items was still successfully brought down, but like we talked about, there's the Veil, there's the offensive null field, all of this magical damage is actually doing a lot. And Raven is apparently just made of DD.